Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I'm going to be going over the third week of June. So what am I talking about? June 15th through the 21st, day by day. And what we're going to find is, I love this month. This month has so many good things going on with it. I mean, it's like a healing energy is all about this month. So we're going to get going. Remember, I love when you guys give me an idea of where you're watching from and put it down there in the notes down below. And what you're going to find is that this month is full of positive energy. So here's what I do. I go over where the moon is. The moon is what changes the most every day. And it's nakshatra, which, as you well know, I am a Vedic sidereal astrologer. And with this system of astrology, it is the two true placements of where the planets are astronomically, but the nakshatras are the portions of the zodiac that their meanings come from the stars. So I'm going to be able to give you the feel of what each day feels like according to the moon and the nakshatra, and of course if there's any major events happening astrologically. So we are going to start here with June 15th. This is a Monday. And remember this too, I'm in Texas. I'm in Central Time Zone, Dallas. So I want you to be aware that when I talk about the changes sometimes, it's relative to my time zone. You're probably on a different time zone. But on this Monday, June 15th, the moon is in Gemini all day. And Gemini is the sign, as you will know, the communicator. And another thing is, this day is the day right after the new moon. So the moon and the sun are together in Gemini today. And so this is happy birthday to Geminis, because the day before we had the sun in Taurus, so it just shifts into Gemini today. Yes, this is the sidereal system. But the moon is in the nakshatra called Ardra. And Ardra's symbol is a teardrop, and it does represent the storms, the rains. So this could be relative to what's going on. Heavy storms everywhere. And if it's not literal, it's emotional, yes. And the moon is with Mercury in Gemini. People can't stop communicating, talking, processing. Here is what I want you to know for today. Don't overthink everything. That's what people do when the moon and Mercury come together. The moon is the mind, emotions, while Mercury is how we think. So make a decision and go with it. You can't be changing your mind. Now, Venus is in a difficult aspect today with Rahu. And Venus deals with, well, Venus is with Jupiter, but being with Rahu can be extremes. So be cautious when approaching love and relationships. This is a great time for that, but just this day, it's a little difficult where people will be over-exaggerating, overthinking, overdoing things, and this is what this day is, what you've got to avoid. The overthinking, the over-exaggerating, the overdoing, and this goes also in the area of relationships. Work better with your relationships. So let me move to the next day, and I'm going to be looking at Tuesday, June 16th. And the moon is still in Gemini most all of the day. And what I'm seeing though, it is in the nakshatra Purnavasu today, one of my favorite nakshatras. Purnavasu deals specifically with good things, casting light on things, avoiding the shadows. I always say with Purnavasu, it casts no shadows. So there's this purity of temperament, a lot better than yesterday. But the moon is aligned exactly with Mercury. So people are going to be overthinking, estimating things, and most of all, never stop talking. Just let them talk. Just, don't you be the one that's overdoing the conversation and the talking. But it is a good day for learning, because Gemini is all about learning. And Purnavasu is the nakshatra that is said to be the return of the light. So good things are showing up in the world. Just don't overdo, overthink, and talk people to their minds. Now, the Venus-Jupiter together are very pleasant. As I said, this is a very pleasant month. Things are going well. So now I am looking at June 17th. And this is a very, very, very special day. As a matter of fact, in the early morning hours, it's the best when the moon just entered into Cancer. But during this day, the moon is aligned with Jupiter and Venus. As a matter of fact, I've told many, many people to use this day for good things. If you want to launch a project, if you want to start a business, if you want to set up a meeting that you want to go well, this is the day to do it, because the moon is right in between Jupiter and Venus. Couldn't be more auspicious. And Jupiter is in Cancer, exalted. Venus is highly sensitized, being next to the moon. Beautiful and sweet, lovely day to do things. I know Pluto's opposing this, so this can even be a day of power. Yes. And Venus just is trining Neptune as well, the 16th and the 17th. This is a time for creative work. And Mercury is still in Gemini. Mercury in Gemini loves to talk. At least we got the moon away from it, so it's a much better day. Today is the day to do things, to make plans, go on trips. It is a lucky, fortunate, beautiful day. I love this day. Use it to your best advantage for love, romance, business, anything. It's the most auspicious day, I believe, practically of the whole month. Use it well. And I forgot to mention that the nakshatra is Pusha. Pusha is the nourisher, it's the provider, it's the protector. This is all around a great nakshatra. It's even very good for spirituality, everything. Okay, so now I'm looking at the 18th of June. This is a Thursday. And on this particular day, wow, I'm seeing so much happening. This is intense, especially around love and romance too. We still have this powerful conjunction of Jupiter, Venus, and the moon. So it's very auspicious. Not as good as yesterday though, because the moon comes into the nakshatra called Aslesha. Aslesha can be pretty sneaky. Aslesha can be not so easy. And the moon is going into its Gandanta phase. So things are starting to get more emotional, more intense, but it's still a good day. It's still like two benefics with the moon. You can't beat this day for good things happening. And Jupiter in Cancer. Love this time frame. Use this day if you want to become more powerful, or even use this day to empower other people. Why? Because Pluto represents power and it is aspecting the moon, Venus, Jupiter. This is a day of good empowerment, empowering other people. All right, so let's move on to Friday, June 19th. This is where the moon is in Leo all day. and it is aligning with Ketu. This can be a day of spiritual introspection, and the moon will be in the nakshatra called Magha, which actually deals with family heritage. This is important. So you might find that this is a great day to reconnect with your family, to look back at the past, reminisce, and give thanks and appreciation to your forefathers, your ancestry, those that brought you here. This is what this day's good for recognizing. And the moon in Leo is strong. You're in a position where you can direct and lead people. But with Ketu, I want you to use this day to look within more, be more spiritually inclined. And even the Venus, Jupiter, they're in the 12th house from the moon. So it is a good day for introspection and meditation and spiritual work, for sure. Mercury still is in Gemini, 11th from the moon. It's a nice time to meet with friends and learn more about new things that are happening in the world. Maybe watch some YouTube videos, things of that nature. Okay. Now I'm looking at June 20th, and this is a Saturday. The moon is in Leo all day. And with the moon in Leo, it is in the nakshatra Purva Phalguni, best nakshatra for relationships. But it's still a little tight with Ketu. Rahu's opposed it. So this is actually a day that I believe you can work out some of your differences in relationships. Yeah, it won't be easy, but it is healing, and it is a good day to really relate to others and work with others. So still the Venus, Jupiter are in the 12th from the moon, which gives an advantage to spirituality. And pay attention to your dreams. You could have very good, meaningful, prophetic dreams with both benefics in the 12th house from the moon today. So now I'm looking at June 21st. This is a Sunday. And the moon will be in Virgo. It shifts into Virgo, in Virgo most all of the day. And it shifted into the nakshatra Uttara Phalguni. Uttara Phalguni is a relationship nakshatra as well. But it's a time for you to get specific with what you need out of your relationship, work out your differences, because Saturn goes to the 7th house from the moon today. And Saturn is karma, Saturn is lessons, Saturn's work. But being in the 7th house from the moon, you can work out some things that maybe have been swept under the carpet and not been recognized. This can be a day of healing with relationships. One thing else is Neptune is opposing the moon today. Great day for imagination, great day to be creative. But do be aware you'll be a little bit more forgetful, because this is a day that you're likely to daydream and just not get a lot done. Mercury and the sun are 10th from the moon, so this is a day that's productive, especially with communications in the office and with your work. This is the last day that Mercury will be in Gemini. So starting tomorrow, things will change pretty rapidly, and that will be the beginning of the last week of June that I'm going to be talking about. So I want you to get ready to hear about the last week of June, what's ahead for us. So look forward to that week in terms of what I have to tell you. So with that, I think I'll close. If you'd like to learn more about me, go to my website, galacticcenter.org. And do not forget, if you want to know how this affects you personally, daily from your own chart, you're going to want my galactic planner, and now it is coming out in an app this month. Remember, I told you what day I chose for the app to come out. June 16th, 17th is incredible. So get ready for the planner, go to galacticplanner.com. Thank you.